What's up, everybody? It's Cliff. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Adventures from Amethil. Look at Sin. Oh, he took off his stupid hat. All right, we gotta stop talking shit now. He can hear us. I don't. So yeah, hi guys. Hold on. Bob is bringing up an issue with stream loots, and that is not good if it is true. Which, I mean, I'm sure it's true. He's not gonna lie to me about it. I don't think. Bob's like, gotcha, bitch. Yeah, I'm not showing anything on here. How weird. Let me know if it doesn't pop up in the next few minutes here, Bob, and I will give you the chest. But yeah, I'm not showing anything right now. Oh wait, it says pending still. How's it pending? No, that's not it. They all say pending for this. That's stupid. I don't know. Let me know if it doesn't show up. We'll figure it out. So yeah. So we got new commands. Well, I have a new command. You guys don't get to use it, but like I said last week, anytime we hear Bob laughing through Melissa's mic, we have a command called Joy of Bob, which will keep a running tally of all the times that he has done that. Through the episode. I'll reset it at the beginning of every episode. I finally got it fixed, so if you guys use your Streamloots cards to roll a double-headed fate card or a double-tailed, that it will roll properly, so we don't have to just rely on that, assuming I'm telling the truth. It'll actually show you, so you know for sure that I'm telling the truth. I can't believe I took the effort for something like that. I mean, I want to make it sound like I really did a lot of work, but it was super simple to build. And we have a new intro tonight. So that's going to be a thing. Anything else we need to cover before we hop into it? Let's just jump right in. You beautiful bastards. Because you can only spend them in-game. I know, but you didn't redeem it before the end of last game. Let's get into tonight's episode of Adventures from Amethil with a brand new fucking intro. Okay, so apparently, for your guys' knowledge, in OBS Studio, if you have it set to output only, it doesn't actually, you can hear it, but it doesn't actually broadcast that sound. So, because I enjoy the beginning so much, let's play that a third time. For the record, I put the swing in there. But it didn't fit right with it, so I took the swing back off. Needs more sorts. So at the end of last episode, we basically covered where everybody had been for the 5 years, what had happened, things that went down. And we ended the game with a angel basically swooping down and saying that he could smell the demon blood on you guys and that they were coming to clean their kind from the world. And that's pretty much where we left it at. We left it with John's mouth agape, waiting to retort with the word bitch on Melissa's tongue, but not able to escape because I cut it off too soon. And that's where we currently are as well. Sure can. Probably need to put something new on there anyways, because this is really peaceful. Well, I stopped it during the intro, so that way there wouldn't be the two sounds bleeding over. Just in case. It's not like we've been using this for over a year or anything. It's still new. I understand. You still don't hear anything? Cut. Huh?
Huh?
Alright, now restart it, Cliff. Now that I...
1 second. I gotta try to figure out now why. I haven't done anything. Yeah, the update to Sirenscape was like for last week's. You guys, terrible players. Terrible. Oh, is that how it's gonna be? Is that how it's gonna be? Alright, so yeah, so this 8 foot tall, bronze, chiseled, huge winged angel is flying over you guys, basically saying like, the Celestials are coming to cleanse your kind. Specifically pointing like at Vardrak as he says this, because Vardrak's the one that spoke up. Cleanse your kind. And he kind of just like turns a nose to you like, all of you.
This guy.
You all lose a player point.
Fight me! No, don't. Actually.
All right, Bob. Bob, can you hear the Sirenscape audio too?
Thumbs down.
Because it's showing that it's playing on here.
Stop laughing!
No.
Does that count as a joy of Bob when he's laughing at our pain?
No, there's no joy. We are not joyous at this moment. But I do want to see if the button works. It works.
1 times.
One time.
Okay, listen. There's not a way to set this up without being super intricate that would allow me to have 1 time and the rest say times, and I did not want to go through that level of coding to do it. It was not worth it. Sorry. I'm gonna have it working now by the next time because you guys brought it up.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
No. I'm gonna have it working before the stream ends. Okay, so yeah. So he's pointing down at you guys as you ask that. He's like, all your kind.
Vardruk is going to grab Vakta and like pull him like next to her. And while he's doing that, he is going to twin a spell, which is not listed here correctly, and I'm trying to fix it. But he's going to twin protection from good and evil and cast it on both of them.
And you're gonna use one of those spells that I said we need to work on.
What a dick.
Specifically. What does protection from good and evil do?
Fuck. I was in the middle of fixing it. Now you're asking questions. I hate you. Okay. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
All right. And what's protected mean that they get advantage?
There's a couple of things here. Disadvantage on attacks against anyone who has this on from those said beings. Target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them either.
Okay.
And if they're already charmed, frightened, or possessed, they have advantage on saving throws to, save against it.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. No
But
problem.
it's supposed to be a touch spell, and it only has self for the effect.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, so you grab her and you guys both see this shimmer wash over you.
Let me see if this works. Nope, just me.
It's fine. So he kind of looks down at you and chuckles. I'm not here to fight you right now.
So that makes me wonder why you are here when Orcus came to the material plane and you were a no-show. But now you come to a place of peace, and now you are talking about demons and descending on us and all that stuff. Yes, do tell us, why are you here?
Enough prayers went out that have told us of the scourge and the plague of evil that is running loose on this disgusting planet. I'm here as a messenger with a message to all of you, and he gestures around, that if you do not wish to be struck down, that you distance yourself from these infernals and their tainted blood.
Oh, so you're here to save these people, is that it?
Bitch, we killed Orcus. If we really felt like being... How do I phrase this? If we were going to follow our tainted infernal blood, don't you think we would have been following him?
Yes,
Or
because
someone of his kind?
yes, because other demons definitely have not attempted to take out Orcus. But you share quarters with a half-devil. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
What half devil?
He kind of chuckles a bit and he flies up in the air. This one here. Half devil, half demon, it appears. And he's pointing right at you, Vardrak.
I don't know what your deal is or what you're talking about, but yeah, how about you take a moment, Mr. High and Mighty, and look around. Perhaps maybe ask these people if they feel like they need saving. Especially from us. Go ahead. They're not charmed or influenced or magically contained here, being held hostage. No, please. Go ahead.
No, I fully believe that they believe that they are in good company with you. But good people, I can assure you that nothing good will come from this one.
So you're here to tell these people that you know better than them. These people with their own free will.
I'm not here to tell them anything of the sorts. As I said before, I'm here with a message. They can make their choice, but it will be their choice to make.
You are not nearly the first and not nearly going to be the last being to come here and try to threaten us and frighten us with your words and your superiority complex.
This is no threat.
If you or your god or whoever you're answering to wants to come down and attack these people, we are going to stand in the way just like we always have.
When we come, all those that stand with the infernal blood will be stricken down just the same as the infernals will. And with that, he shoots up into the air.
Oh.
You hear Vardrak shout something up to the sky in a language you've never heard him speak before. And then he turns and just angrily marches back into the castle.
What does he shout and in which language?
Well, does anyone know Celestial?
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I do.
Nope.
Well, he shouts, "Bring you your angels and your false gods, and I'll kill you all." But yeah, he turns and he just marches pissed off back into the keep.
Vakta just kind of stares up into the sky, stares down, just kind of looks around, and everyone's just like, you get used to it. And she turns and follows Vardrak back inside.
How high up in the air is he?
Get him, Grimble.
Are you seriously asking?
If Grimble were to look up and just get a rough estimate of how far away is he, I'm just curious, more than anything.
Right now, I'd say he's probably about between 150 and 300 feet away.
I'd probably not hit it. Okay.
I mean, that's up to you. Your range is 600 feet, I think.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
really? It's that far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have sharpshooter, yeah.
Mhm.
How stupid we want to start this one off, guys.
Vardrak's not here. John says very stupid.
Batsu sees you looking up and was like, "You think you could clip one of his wings, bring his ass down?"
Oh yeah.
Sounds
Oh,
like a challenge.
oh no.
Like as Grimble's picking up his gun, he just like turns and looks over his shoulder and yells back at Vardrak, "Batsu challenged me!"
Proctor's turning like on her heels, pointing like, I'm not even gonna stop you.
50
not
silver
gonna
says
say
you don't
do
drop
it.
him.
Oh, now there's money on the table.
I'm not saying do it, but I'm saying I'll stay here just in case.
Alright, so dazing shot. That does not increase my break chance, so that's good. Fuck it.
That's a hit.
Wait, that was with my blunderbuss, but that would have been a hit either way.
Yeah.
Would a 20 have hit? can
No,
just
a
write-
20 would not have hit.
Oh wait, no, my Typhoon's plus 10. Do
Okay.
you want me to re-roll it or?
No,
just
no,
call-
that's fine. That'll hit
Alright.
then.
So does that much and attempts to dizzy him.
Okay.
On a hit, creature suffers normal damage and must make a Constitution saving throw or suffer disadvantage on attacks until end of their next turn.
Yep. So you should have a button to make him roll that con save, I believe. Not that one.
Nope, that's grant advantage. Damn it. Is it under? That
Should
one?
be right next to the. Yeah, there you go. He makes the save.
Damn it! All right.
So, everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Yep, knew that was coming.
All right.
So did he drop? That is my question.
Yeah,
Or did it
what
just,
happened
like,
when I hit him?
So,
Dizzying blow.
What?
when you hit him,
Really?
when you hit him, you just see like this explosion light up in the sky, and there is like this giant flaming thing coming down towards you.
Perfect. Let's
I
do
don't know
this.
if that counts. I don't think you dropped him. You owe me 50 silver.
You guys made a bet of 50 silver.
I'll pay it. Grimble's like looking up. He's like, fuck, all right. Doesn't even look at Batsu. Just watching him fall, reaches in his pouch and hands him the money.
And like as you're seeing him falling towards you, your eyes begin to focus, and the acuity of what you're seeing increases slightly, and you're making out the detail that this fire that you're seeing is this thing flying down towards you with a sword pointing like straight at you, and the sword is on fire, basically creating like this comet of 8 foot tall, 300-pound muscular being flying towards you.
Grimble's like, wow.
Great.
Cliff, could you put Vardrak and Ravage how far they would have gotten before this started happening?
Yeah, let me see here.
Oh my god.
Don't act like y'all surprised.
Hmm.
Oh no.
There's a reason I stayed nearby.
If Ravage turned heel and followed you right away, you guys would be
Yeah.
about there.
Okay.
All right, Batsu, you seen Grimble shoot up, and then all of a sudden you see flying towards.
All right. So since he's flying toward this, how far away is he now?
Between 150 and 300 feet
Damn. All right.
in the air with nothing to walk up.
Huh.
There's a tree right there. I'm sure you could jump off that.
I mean, that's just like a little hedge, though. It's like a shaped tree. It's probably
There's
about
a
7
building
feet
right
tall.
there. He could get.
That's true. There's a little 12-foot high building you get up on.
It's a running start. Upward.
So, Grimble's just staring up at this thing. Batsu's standing right next to him, like the same look on his face, just staring up. And he just pulls out his Bloodbane and readies an action to strike him when he comes in range.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Why are we stupid?
Because you asked me to join your game.
Grimble, your turn.
Take another shot. Coming for us, might as well.
God.
What would he do?
What would Grimble do?
What WWGD? I need a bracelet that says that.
I was about to say, I want to make those bracelets. We could sell those. That could be our first merch.
I like it.
Okay.
That is a miss.
Yeah. Second.
That is a hit.
Cow. And last one.
That is a miss.
Damn it. Fucker.
So
Yeah,
you're
21
shooting up
AC,
at him.
guys. I figured it out.
You shoot up at him, and like the first shot, you see him like spiral out of the way of. The second one hits him. The third one, he kind of dips to the side, and then he starts coming straight for you again. And after you take your last shot, you just hear the sound of this horn just rain out. Boom, boom. Vardrak, you just heard 4 shots, and you now hear this horn echoing out all around
no,
you.
No, I don't have the fourth one yet. It was only 3.
You took your first shot first. That started this whole thing.
Oh, yeah. 4 total. Yeah.
Yeah, so you heard 4 shots, and then... boom, boom.
He just like stops, sighs, and then slowly turns around and walks back.
Vardrak turns around and he starts huffing it back. And he's, Grimble, what are you doing? Take this fight outside.
He just looks over at Batsu and he made me do it.
Batsu's like pointing in the air, is like aim it a little bit too much to the left.
It's a lot kinder than what Vakto's gonna say. I hate this town. I hate you guys.
I don't even know where to begin with this.
Yeah.
Grimble, how many times do I have to tell you? A lot, apparently.
This angel is how far from the ground?
About between 150 and 300 feet.
I feel like I'm gonna get player killed before any NPC ever kills me.
You don't know.
Challenge
that.
accepted.
Fuck, I can't even do like.
Touch me with that protective hand, big boy.
How?
I'm about to die.
You know, funny thing is, I could do it once.
Perfect.
How much?
Hi, Elaine.
Vardrak is going to push Grimble towards the exit and like tell him, "Go!" and then turn and get ready for this thing if it keeps heading for the town. He's going to ready an action to attack if he keeps heading for anything that looks like it might be within the kingdom walls.
Okay.
Constitution save against him yelling at me.
Anything else you're doing on this turn?
Love you, John.
Welcome to season 2, where we immediately lose our kingdom.
Had a good 5 years with it. We're good.
You know what? We'll do a bonus action since I'm readying action. I can't do an action this turn, right?
Well, you're doing whatever you ready. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do this as a bonus action, and yeah. So I'm gonna put out the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Not sling it towards him or anything. Just putting it out at the ready.
It can only move 25 feet. I know you're not slinging it towards him.
Okay. And he's done.
Summon it 60 feet. So he'd be like hovering there.
Just put it over Grimble's
Where are
head,
you
like-
putting it at?
Above Vardrak.
Like hovering in the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eileen.
So as you push Grimble and you like look up at this thing, you notice that fireball is still coming towards you guys, but you see the figure of the angel still in the air.
But he just threw his sword at me.
Bet you I could catch it. Oh, I rolled a 1.
Hold on. God damn it.
Wait, hold on. My evasion is not on for some reason.
Fuck yeah,
Oh, neither's
dude.
mine.
I'm so good at this.
Evasion, please.
What she said.
Hurt.
Wait, why isn't it even here? There it is.
Hold on.
Can you not do max damage? Jesus.
Okay,
Oh shit. Well, no, I did do max damage. It was 20 on the concentration save that John did.
Oh, never mind.
It only did 29 damage. It did the same
Still
roll
the
as
same
his.
value, yeah.
But if you look at the amount of die he rolled,
Yeah. No,
there's a
not
1, a
that
bunch of
damage.
2s. Yeah. It could have been much worse.
Yeah. That's right.
So this is just fire heading towards the kingdom, right?
No, this is just headed right at you guys.
Okay.
This hit concentrated right where you guys are standing at.
Okay, and it just looks like a ball of fire.
It looked almost like a blade.
Oh,
Like-
so this is a physical weapon coming at us?
No, I mean like a blade, as in like just like a like. It looked like what, what's his name? Guy from Street Fighter would have threw out his sonic boom.
Haruken.
This what Bob said.
Okay, so there is no like physical form. It just looks like fire, right?
Yep.
Grimble
Vardrak-
actually would be freaking the fuck out then. I forgot about that. He's like,
Vardrak-
fuck!
Vardrak's going to attempt to counterspell it then as a reaction.
It is not considered a spell.
All right. Then it hits.
Fuck!
And Jake, go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I take half damage for my evasion.
Yeah, so you're a little bit like that cockiness and that confidence that you had at the start of, 6 seconds ago, is gone with this bolt of fire just raining down on you. Is your evasion something that's always on, Sin?
Yep, I don't gotta activate it or anything.
Okay, I got you.
Love you.
All right. And now it is Rikar's turn.
Let's go here. he follows Vardrak's suit and summons his spiritual weapon as his bonus action.
Okay.
And I should have that for an effect. It's gonna be right in front of him.
Okay.
And he's like, everyone stand near me. And as he says that, he like grabs Grimble and holds him closer. He's like, you too.
As if the fire wasn't bad enough.
I'll take the fire. I'll take the fire.
He cast his anti-life shell.
And what is that?
Let me read it for you.
Yes, please.
A shimmering barrier extends out of your body, a 10-foot radius, and moves with you, remaining centered on you and hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs. It hedges out creatures other than undead or constructs.
Okay.
Reach weapons and spells can still pass through this barrier, and if I try to force a barrier or a creature to come through it, it ends.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you see him like bunch you guys up together, and he kind of like strokes Grimble's cheek, and then he lets out this boom of energy that shoots and creates this sphere around you guys. And like the energy is like this turbulent like teal energy that's kind of radiating out.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yes, but you're safe.
Ravage's turn.
Don't touch my butt.
Ravage is going to run inside and he's gonna grab Grimble and say, "You go fix this now. You started this," and pushes him outside the bubble.
What a dick!
Do a strength check with him, please, and then Grimble a strength save, or you could do a dex save if you're feeling
Yeah, okay.
nimble.
Dwarf is gonna make a deck save, sure.
Let's see here. Is he? Okay, let's make sure that's on first. And strength check or save?
Yours would be a check. You didn't say he raged though.
Well, he's raging. It's a bonus action.
So yeah, you well, how would we say this then? So he only marginally beat him in the strength department. So it's not enough to push him out of the circle. It just kind of pushes him a few feet away.
Well, he's giving him definitely the impression that if he tries to stay in the bubble, it's not going to be so good. So that's his move bonus, and he tried to push him. So yeah, he's done, and he's just locking eyes on Grimble and not what's coming down from the sky.
You see this creature still hovering up in the air, its wings beating these slow, heavy paces, and it's looking down at Grimble.
Uh-oh.
Fuck me! Jesus!
And he shoots this bow, and as it does, you all hear this like shh noise as this thing cuts through the air, and it basically just looks like white hot metal. And as it hits Grimble, you feel it hit you, and you feel it like go into your chest, and for a moment you feel your heart stop beating.
Oh.
And then it starts beating really, really quick.
That was new. Ow!
And it's still just hovering up in the air. Vakta, your turn.
May have fucked this one up, Case.
Oh boy.
Sucks it took all that time to animate a character that's about to die, Cliff.
I don't want Grimble to die, so am I able to shoot through this barrier?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That angel sure did.
That doesn't mean that they don't have some special
guess not
power
bad.
that can bypass it. So, all right, drawing blood tether and taking a. Let's take a
Cars that you
shot
said
at
it was
this
safe.
guy. I missed,
Yep, that is a miss.
bitch.
So, like, as you shoot your arrow up, this thing's flying there, and it just catches the arrow. Just drops it down to the ground. You just see it just... And it sticks in the roof of the house to your guys' north.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to help them fix their roof next.
Anything else you plan on doing on your turn?
That's all I got.
You guys hear this whistling sound, like something falling from the sky, and as you turn and look, you see that there are two other angels swooping
Oh,
down.
fuck me.
That's what the horn was for.
Sorry, guys.
And these two are diving straight towards you guys in that same motion that the first one was. It just looks like two comets basically falling out of the sky at you. And they're both about 100 feet away from you right now. Batsu, your turn.
Taking the dodge action. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I got something for that. I don't know where it's at. But I'm on my shit. There it is. Alright.
Oh.
Grimble, your turn.
Ow.
There you go. Apologize, yeah. I'll give you your silver back.
First as a bonus action. And a second wind.
Okay.
And after that big ass fireball and that fucking bullshit arrow, Gribble's actually gonna have a little bit of humility here and realize that he fucked up. So intentionally, after giving a short stare down to Vardrak, he's going to like softly sigh, turn around, walk out of the bubble, look up, and say, "Wait! I'm sorry. I misjudged the situation. We get a lot of people coming after us. I apologize."
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Oh
You
God.
fucked me up. Don't do it again.
Your life. Shit. Oh no.
As you say that, he just says, "Grigori has spoken."
Gregory? What did I do to Gregory?
Oh
Gregory.
Anything else you're gonna be doing on your turn?
I got more movement. He's gonna go back in the circle.
No. Okay.
He's just gonna walk back in, shrug. Go, I tried. I could try to attack, but I feel like it's only gonna make things worse.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm done.
Okay.
Wait, ready in action. Or ready
Okay.
in attack.
To do what?
Just kind of hunker down and point at the first guy and with his gun, and just get ready if anything were to.
Gotta be specific.
If he were to attack us again, he would fire.
Okay. Go ahead and fire.
You're attacking.
Okay. Damn it. That's not a hit.
You can go ahead and do your full attack action.
Okay.
That is a hit.
That's not a hit.
That is not, no. And as you do that, you see him just point up, and then he points 2 fingers down at you, and as you do, you see these 2 meteors start falling from the sky down at you again, and it looks like that same blade of fire.
Yep. Wait. Indomitable.
What does that do?
I can redo that last save, but I have to take the result.
Okay, then give me 1 second. I will roll it again for you. Okay, you still failed to still take the damage.
Damn it.
So you see these 2 hunks of meteor fly down, one at Vakta, one at Grimble. Vardrak.
I'll have my other character ready next week.
Yeah.
Did Vata get hit by that last attack?
She dodged it, but it came down where she was standing at, and she was able to roll out of the way of it. Regardless if it was aimed at her or not, I can only assume that Vardrak would assume that it was.
Uh-huh.
But just so you know, it was.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So he's about 100 feet in the air, and there are 2 that are coming straight towards you guys that are about 150 feet in the air.
Let's see. There we go. She should be getting
Bye.
this bonus.
Bye, Gregory.
There we go. Target Gregory. All right. Well, so this is what I was gonna do. Cliff, you let me know how I need to roll this, but
Sure.
the plan is he is going to put away his, stow his hammer and his shield, pick up Grimble from behind, and he's going to march him outside the bubble.
Okay.
And then he's going to say in Celestial, I am the king here. This is my man, so I am responsible for his actions. Can we sell this with words, or at least negotiate?
Okay. Give me a strength check versus Grimble's strength save.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Bitch!
Nobody
picks up a dwarf.
So yeah, as you go to pick him up, he just hunkers down.
It's like, nope, not again.
Okay, what sort of action would have been to try to pick him up? Would that have been his bonus or?
We'll say bonus, yeah.
Okay. Good. So he's gonna once he steps outside the bubble, he's gonna turn around, and
Who's stepping outside the bubble?
Vardrak's gonna step outside the bubble, and then he's.
I'm just saying I don't see that movement action anywhere at all.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to find spells. So yeah, he's gonna step outside about here.
Okay. So,
and
before you do this, did you say all that in Celestial, or did you not say it because you didn't pick him up?
He hasn't said it yet.
Okay.
He's going to though.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I have anybody targeted? I do not. We're gonna target. Here's Gregory. Wait, no, I don't want to target him. For this, we're going to target Grimble. And then he's going to cast Command on Grimble.
Get over here.
He fails his save.
And he's going to command him to follow.
Okay. He can't take any movements until his turn or anything.
Okay. He's going to go ahead and say what
he
was going to say.
And you say it in Celestial, you said, right?
Correct.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. Hopefully this is at least decent. There we go.
Oh, shit.
Give me another 20.
Lucky.
Close.
Okay, so you hear the Solar yell out in Celestial. We will deal with just the dwarf and the female. They were the only ones who were aggressive.
Oops.
He's gonna look back at the bubble, and then he looks back at the angel that spoke to him, and then he's gonna say, "I will take whatever her punishment was." Again in Celestial.
No.
After he says that, and as he does, you just hear an arrow rip through the air. It hit into Grimble, and Grimble, you failed your Constitution save. You are dead.
Indomitable. One more save.
How many can you use? Can you use that
2.
once per turn, or?
I can use this feature twice between long rests, starting at level 13.
Perfect. Okay. All right, you passed this one. So again, this arrow hits you, and as it hits you, you feel your heart stop, and you actually go woozy for a second, and as you're about to go faint, you feel it kick back in. This time beating even faster than it was before.
Not dead yet.
It is Rikar's turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's only mostly dead.
Nope. He needs to be dead for that one.
I swear to God, Ricard, if I die and you raise my ass.
Yes, I could use a ghoul.
I would heal him, but I don't think he would like that.
Ricard's just standing over him like, take my strong hand.
Runs out towards the angels. Get away!
Why not half? Oh, there it is.
Kill me with holiness so he can't raise me.
Okay. So, he said he was going after the dwarf and the tiefling in Celestial.
Correct.
Okay. So, he
And he didn't say it like he was saying it to Vardrak.
but I still didn't understand him. And Grimble's the only one getting attacked. So, let's target Grimble. And he like leans over and whispers, he's like, I would heal you, but I don't think it's gonna matter in a second. And he is casting Death Ward on him.
Which does?
Let me read that for you. The first time the target will drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, the target instead drops to 1 hit point and the spell ends. And it lasts for 8 hours. So
Fuck yeah. I know you're going to
What's
die,
it called?
but please do it twice.
Death Ward.
Alright, I just need to check on one thing here.
Ah, fuck. Okay. The spell is subject would kill it instantly without dealing damage.
Yeah, so that's good. If he drops to 0 hit points, he will instead drop to 1.
But that doesn't stop the con fail, right?
Correct.
Well, it says if the spell is still in effect when a target is subject to an effect that would kill it instantaneously without dealing damage, it is instead negated against the target and the spell ends.
Safety net.
Okay. The sage advice says differently, that's all.
Mm.
Power word kill doesn't deal damage or otherwise reduce your hit points. If you have 100 hit points or fewer, the spell kills you instantly.
So it says if he dies by taking damage or dies by something that would kill him instantly.
Okay.
That's his turn. Pats him on the shoulder. He's like, good luck.
So, just for clarity, so if he gets dropped to 0 hit points, he goes to 1, spell ends. If it's something that would kill him instantly, it negates that, spell ends.
Yes.
Okay. Ravage.
I'm a healer now.
Ravage, who acutely realizes that Grimble is still in the bubble.
Yep.
Don't you do it, monkey man. Don't you do it.
He is pushing Grimble outside that bubble.
Go ahead, check, and then Grimble save.
Stubborn bastard.
He is.
Yeah, he's hunkering. So here goes the interesting thing. He failed his command save. So he is marching out at his own accord right now. But as soon as Grimble starts, or as Ravage starts to push him, he hunkers down. And he's like not moving. And as soon as he stops, he just starts walking of his own accord again.
Unhand me, sir.
I will march to my own death. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I could do it myself.
How dare you?
Anything else Ravage doing on his turn?
He is going to ready in action to try to Secret Service Vakta if another bolt comes at her.
So you're gonna take an action to do what?
Jump in front of another bolt that comes her way. If not, then he wants to just stand.
You
like,
can do the help for her.
Okay.
Like you could do help, which would grant her advantage against anything. Which, I mean, for RP's sake, we could say you did, jump in front of it. But there's no action that would allow you to take like extra movement or anything like that. So.
Okay.
Just push her out of the way.
Yeah, she'll take that kindly.
And Vakta, it is your turn.
I should have been thinking about how she'd react to all this, because, oops.
My bit of DM advice would be always think about how you're going to react to things when you're playing.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of like listening to everything that's going on. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's my turn. I'm like, oh.
Like, oh, yeah, I actually have to be active in this too, huh?
Yeah, I haven't had caffeine today. Don't. Seeing that Vardrax tried to talk to them, she's probably going to just she's gonna put her bow back away and just kind of like hold her hands up like, peace, you attacked my friend. I thought it only fair. I don't actually wish any harm.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was not great.
Oh,
come on!
But it's a nat 1 though.
You got a nat 1 and rolled higher.
Are you not? You're proficient with persuasion. That means it's 10.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, you're right. So you did win that then.
Woo!
You're
Good
welcome.
job, Sin. Fucking clutch memory there.
It's been a while since we've done combat, guys.
Anything physical is shut off right now, so my brain is like working overtime.
Is Vakta doing anything else on her turn?
No, other than putting her weapon away, like hands up like this and trying to be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's nothing. She's not trying to doing her best to not provoke further.
This music is so serene right now, like it's not fitting the mood at all.
No.
No, it's perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listening to Sephiroth music right now.
So after you say that, Vakta, you hear Grigori shout something out. The next sound you hear is the sound of wings very close to your head. Vardrak, you would hear him say, "Finish the dwarf and we will leave." Hey Sin, remind me again what this circle does.
Nothing can enter it, but anything with reach or a range, like a reach attack or a ranged attack can pass through it.
So if something tries, what do they do? Just hit like a bubble, or how does it work? Does it say anything like that?
Let me go to it real quick. Live show. Prevents affected creatures from passing or reaching through. So, that's it. Just stops them.
And it's 10 feet in diameter?
Yep.
So I'm assuming 10 feet, and then 10 feet up top too then.
Yep, and I'm hoping anything below 2 so they can't just dig under. It's just like a actual bubble.
Well, I think that if it only makes a hemisphere, it actually says that. Otherwise, it's just insinuated that it is a full sphere. I think.
10-foot radius. That's it. Oh my god.
Allie resubscribed, which triggers the first of the 5 needed for a community event tonight. Shipping barrier, 10 foot, remaining centered on you and hedging out creatures within. The barrier lasts for the duration, which is up to an hour. It prevents an affected creature from passing or reaching through. An affected creature can cast a spell or make a ranged attack with it if you move so that it ends spell. Okay. So you hear this sound of wings approaching, and you see this fireball like dive bombing towards you, and it like stops and pulls back for a second. And as the fire dissipates, you see that there is a slightly smaller but similar looking angel, bronze skin, like platinum blonde hair, hovering above, and its eyes are just glowing with this bright yellow, almost white. And its bow is drawn pointing at Vakta, and as Grigori says that, he swaps his aim over towards Grimble.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Been nice knowing ya. Oh, of course he matches my ace. Oh wait, no, it's a 1.
No, it's a 1. He missed. So as he shoots this, you see this arrow flying right at you, Grimble, and it just kind of falls short, and it sticks in the ground, like right between your legs, just inches away from you. Batsu, your turn.
Sees everyone putting his weapon away, so he sees his weapon, but he is still on edge, taking a dodge action.
Okay.
So let me put that back on myself, and that's it.
Just gonna.
Grimble, you see about 10 feet away from you, there is an angel. There's another one that is over your left shoulder that is coming in like a comet. And then you see that there is Grigori, who you basically are just seeing the silhouette of this chiseled figure in giant wings looking down on you.
And he's marching outside the bubble.
Oh, yeah, that is right. So, because it is your turn, so here goes the fun part of it, right? He said march out of the bubble, so you have to do that. Once you do that, you have fulfilled. So that used 5 of your movement speed.
Thanks, dickhole.
So you could, if you wanted to, use the other 20 of your movement speed and walk right back in there.
Try
it. John's like, can I use an attack of opportunity against him? Like, what?
Oh, I've prepared for this.
I love our group.
Grimble's gonna take Typhoon, throw it back in the bubble, drop the rest of his weapons, and just fall to his knees and hang his head. And that's his turn.
Okay. Vardrak?
Rip.
It's good to see you have some honor about you.
Ooh.
And then he looks back up at the angels. He says, well, how bad does Grimble look right now?
Grimble's pretty bloodied. He's
got a couple arrows sticking out of his chest.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't have any arrows sticking out of his chest, but his tunic is just drenched in blood. And he's got some soot and sear from the fireballs that have hit him and everything, but yeah.
God. Okay. He's technically prone now on his knees like that.
Are you saying you're prone?
Doesn't technically matter yet, but yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, he is prone.
All right. Vardrak takes the his hammer back out, and he is going to attack Grimble.
Asshole!
Look, if we kill you, we can probably bring you back. If they kill you, we're not so sure. It makes sense.
Are you saying this out loud?
No.
Okay.
Why would you?
Goes and shoots his
Hell no.
Yeah, but now fucking Vardrak's gonna soak my fucking death ward, and then their next attack is gonna kill me.
He has multiple attacks.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit me more than once.
What?
All right, so we're gonna burn. Oh no, it would be right here.
Got 22 hit points to get through. Make
Carry
it
the
fucking count.
one. One,
Well,
two.
23 technically, because I got to get that other 1 point down. There you go.
That's the first hit.
You didn't.
No, he targeted me. I'm dead.
Yeah. that's good.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, I didn't see that you actually did the attack roll. Like
Yeah.
it was like it like lagged for a second and then now it's there.
Oh.
Yeah. So he drops unconscious for a second, and Grimble again. You feel like your heart start to slow down, and then you just get like and you see like this magic like absorb into him, and he opens his eyes back up as he looks at you.
Oh, God damn it. Like, maybe he'll play dead. Oh, never mind. Vardrak. So he's at 1.
Yeah.
Vardrak's just going to kick him.
That is a hit.
Joy Bob.
Joy Bob.
There have been some chuckles, but none of them. My mic didn't pick up any of them. So
Then he stows the hammer and says, "There, it's done." He says that in common.
Only took you 5 years, motherfucker.
All right. And are you doing anything else in your turn?
He's waiting to see what they do. It's now that he's met their demand.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
The angel that was still.
I
in this
was already dead, dick.
The angel that was already in the dive bombing motion slams down with this flaming greatsword, hits his body, and says in Celestial, "We will make sure that he is dead."
Oh, good.
Oh my God.
Thanks, buddy.
Got you.
Fuck me.
oh,
Ricard, it's your turn.
What is it? Double negative and you're dead, regardless?
No,
Is it
it has to be a single hit that takes you
Okay.
higher than your hit point. Actually,
Oh,
before it's your turn.
But yeah, he just knocked 2 failed death saves on you.
Yep. So
Oh,
Ricard, it's your
okay.
turn.
Good.
Ricard doing shit.
So you guys are all standing inside this bubble, and you see this creature that is standing next to Vardrak, who is dwarfing him in size, with this giant flaming greatsword, 2 hands overhead, slamming it onto this already beaten and broken, unconscious dwarven body.
Can we speak as a free action?
Yeah.
Vardrak's going to look back at Gregory here. He says, "Will you at least tell us what is happening with the gods?" He seems completely unconcerned with what's happening to his life.
You're just here like, will you at least tell me what's happening with the gods? So Rakar, what is he doing on his turn?
He just whispers to everybody. He's like, "Let's stay in the bubble."
Is he taking any actions? Dodge?
No.
You want to assist Grimble or anything?
Just drag him
Nah.
back in the bubble.
We have more fun with him if he's a corpse.
Oh no!
All right. Ravage.
Like, I'm the fucking dwarven version of Krillin right now.
Ravage is he's just like at the very edge of the bubble, like standing there, like he's got his eyes on the angel that's beating on Grimble, and he's just ready in action to try to intervene if it turns on Vardrak.
All right.
Bye, guys. I'll bring up the race and class sheet now.
Eh,
You did say you're surprised he lasted this long.
Legitimately, I am really. I was expecting like 4 weeks, maybe. I'm mostly just impressed with myself.
So Grigori swoops down and stands right next to Vardrak, and he reaches down and touches Grimble. And Grimble, you feel the life rush back into your body.
So I can start killing you again.
And he says, I know you all have the magic to resurrect the dead. And he kind of turns and he looks at Rakar.
Pulls his hood down.
So, dwarf, I want to make this memorable for you. Vakta, your turn.
she's not doing anything. Like, she's still standing there, like, hesitantly, hands in the air, just looking around like,
Okay, I'm going to assume you take the defense action then.
Sure.
So this Solar shoots an arrow.
Wow.
And Grimble takes his last breath. Grigori turns, looks at Vardrak. The gods are being destroyed one by one by an unknown force. And we are cleaning up the remnants of Orcus's attack. And as he says that, him and the other two shoot up into the air.
Talkative, aren't they?
Am I dead?
Oh yeah, you're dead. There's no saving rolls, you're just dead. You could be resurrected, but you're dead. Are you guys doing anything with him flying off?
Fuck that.
Hard no.
Nope. Pass.
Pick up Typhoon real quick.
Can you use it? I think I'm the only one who can use that gun.
Probably.
Vardrak is going to stand there and wait to make sure that they completely go away this time.
Oh, there was not a vodka.
And he's like giving Rakar like basically putting his finger up like, don't let down the bubble until they're gone.
Yeah, I mean, as they shoot off, like you just see them fly straight up, and then pretty soon they're just a glint and they're gone.
Team Rocket blasted off again.
Vadrak turns, looks down at Grimble, gets down on a knee, reaches down, grabs his money pouch, stands up, steps over him, and walks back to the castle. Doesn't say another word.
That's ice cold.
So with that,
You want to know how much money you just got, John?
Probably nothing.
1,260 platinum, 9,099 gold.
Holy shit. Carry this around with you?
That sounds similar to what Vakto's got on her. Actually, I should really put that in the Kingdom Treasury.
Yeah.
Grimble doesn't trust banks.
It's all a scheme.
One of these days, the market will crash and everyone will...
then who's the crazy one?
Y'all were talking shit, now y'all are broke.
That makes so much sense for him, too.
Right?
Jake, I love you, man, but
No, if you guys want Grimble gone, he's gone. Like, I honestly don't care.
Vardrak's new thing after the Orcus fight is that he's a cold-hearted motherfucker now.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. If you're leaving him dead, you're leaving him dead. Like, honestly, it's fine. I don't care. I'll make another character. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Ricard, what
have
are
an
you
idea.
doing about this?
Oh man.
Don't you fucking do it.
So Ricard walks. He drops the bubble first. Then he goes,
Oh no.
grabs Grimble by the leg, and drags him to the graveyard, where he has advantage at everything he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Is he giggling the whole time?
So just to be clear, you're taking advantage of Grimble.
Pretty much.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure
At
I heard
least
you
just
correctly.
leave his ass alone. That's all I ask.
Just slowly
So-
walking
Leave
while
his
dragging
ass
this
alone,
dwarf behind him.
So Ricard,
Fix his leg, make it...
Ricard,
Cut it off, I put a new one on that's all bone.
so Ricard is laughing the whole time he is walking over there.
Ugh.
As
So
he
just for
gets to the
reference-
graveyard.
He's dragging a dead body while laughing.
That's even worse.
He is he starts well,
He can't even say it.
so he takes off Grimble's shirt, his armor, and undoes his pants.
Oh god.
Then he casts Revivify on him.
So you're just gonna leave naked in a graveyard?
What is Revivify?
One action, touch, instantaneous. You touch a creature that has died within the last minute. The creature returns to life with 1 hit point.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check with advantage.
I don't know how he isn't proficient with this shit.
Wow.
Um,
kind of?
so you touch him to cast Revivify and nothing happens. Because it has definitely been longer than a minute.
All right.
For
Well-
your little scrawny ass to drag a dwarf. How many feet?
You think his drunk
Like-
ass was any kind of in shape? He was heavy.
Oh god.
Oh. This is gonna be
And then you took time to undress him.
a pretty big blow to Grimble right here, but since that doesn't work, he casts a Death Ward on him.
Huh?
So he
He's already dead.
No, not Death Ward. What's that other one? I guess it doesn't matter. He's leaving him there. He's
Not even digging a grave, just leaving him naked in the graveyard.
oh,
I thought Vardrock was the asshole. Jesus Christ.
so
Fucking rude. I help you guys, and this is how you treat my corpse?
Ricard is taking a long rest right now. He needs to get some energy back to do what he needs to do.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, Grimble's gonna be fine.
See, you say that?
So, again, I have to ask. So you're leaving a mostly naked dwarf dead in the middle of the graveyard.
Well, he opens the door to the Tomb of Heroes and he like tosses them in right there near the entrance, so no one sees them.
He just down the stairs.
He's not gonna leave him in sight.
And what are you doing with all of his equipment?
Down there with him.
Okay. All right. Vakta, what are you doing during this whole dragging dead bodies, Vardrock walking away thing?
I'm going back to the keep and I'm getting a glass of wine.
And what's Batsu doing?
He is going home.
What's Grimble doing? He's laying there. All right.
Rolling a new character. I just can't decide what class I want him to be.
All right. So, what's Vardrock doing?
He is sitting on his throne and he's just rubbing his temples. And he's not saying anything unless someone comes and talks to him.
Vakta's probably gonna walk up and sit on her throne, pull out a bottle of wine, and be like, "You want some?"
I'm just like, no, not right now.
What about mead? Do you want some mead? And she just reaches back behind the throne, but doesn't pull anything out yet.
It's like, how do you? Yes, sure.
She pulls out another bottle and just passes it over.
I try to give them as many chances as I can. As they stood with us in the end times. They fought with us. But I don't know if Batsu's ever going to start stealing from us again, and Grimble kept grimbling. I don't...
Well, they have helped us and have been continuing to help us. I can't say that it's always been great help, but they have still remained loyal as long as Batsu doesn't steal from us again. Because if anyone's going to steal from the kingdom, it's going to be me, because it's mine anyway.
You can't steal what's already yours, my dear.
She grabs the meat from him and she's like, "Can't I?"
Like reaching.
she passes it back.
And please, from now on, I follow your lead or you follow mine. We don't follow Grimble's lead. You shot. I turned around in time to see you shoot at that thing.
Well, he insulted me.
Okay, I know that you haven't studied Celestials like I have. To me, they are worse than demons. I'd rather deal with demons. At least I get them. I don't get them at all. And apparently we have a devil somewhere that they're claiming that is somewhere here in the keep or the town. I don't know.
Cliff, did Vakta notice that they were staring at Vardrock as they said that? And
Oh yeah,
most likely-
they weren't being coy about it at all. I mean,
Okay.
like pointed with like 2 fingers, like.
But Vardrug's perception,
Yeah. Okay. Voctor's just gonna like side eye him and then turn to face him fully and be like, Vardrug, they were talking about you.
I am half a tiefling, half a dragonborn. And there's no others like me. So what they meant by devil, I don't know.
I don't know either. But they were talking about you, so I don't think there's, some other one running around our kingdom. I think they were referring to you.
So you believe them? You think that I'm a
I
devil?
don't believe them. I believe that that's what they believe. I don't think there's some unknown threat running around our kingdom. I think they believe that you're part demon, devil, what was it? But no, I don't think we're in danger from some random demon running around right now.
He said devil very clearly.
Okay, well, devil running around.
It's not important. It doesn't change who I am.
No, it doesn't. You're a fantastic king. Our people love you. Look at how this place has improved and grown.
So what he said about the gods being killed by something they don't know. That could be why we have heard nothing from Tiamat.
It could be.
Then that means that we are truly alone down here.
So where do we go from here?
We proceed with what we were going to do anyway. We have to figure out what we're doing about that phylactery, but we have to wait for her information to come back to us. In the meantime, I need to go think. And with that, he stands up and he starts walking out. And when Ravage starts to follow, he like gestures for him to stay.
Does he toss him a treat?
Stay, boy, stay.
Rude.
Batsu, as you walk to Megami's house, on the front door, there is a piece of paper that is stuck to it with an arrow, and it is on fire.
He's running to that and throwing it down on the floor and snuffing it out.
As you look at it, there are a few characters. It's an empty piece of paper with just a few characters in the center that are in a deep, deep brownish red pigment. Can you read Abyssal?
No.
Or
So there are just symbols on it.
Awesome. He is putting that in his pocket for later. And going inside and seeing if she knows what the hell is going on with it.
As you go in the house, it is completely empty.
As he walks in and he doesn't hear or see anything, he like bangs on the wall pretty loud to see if he gets a reaction from anybody.
Nothing happens.
He's going to walk over to the graveyard then.
Okay.
And go to Ricard. And pull out the note and like just toss it over to him and be like, "Do you know what the hell this is?"
Does he read? Can he read Abyssal?
Mm-hmm.
You can give it to him, and he's like, "For one, it's upside down." What is this?
I found it on my door. I don't know. I came for you to tell me what it is.
As you say, you found it on your door. He just kind of drops it.
That's reassuring.
It's Abyssal, and it just says soon.
That's it.
That's it.
You can't do any magic to find out what the hell, like, where it came from or anything like that. I don't think you can.
I'm looking through his spells. I don't think he can. Well, if Tiamat would respond, I could ask her, but...
Okay. Snags the paper back and goes to the School of Magic.
And as you walk in there, like, they're in the middle of a lecture, like, people are talking, like, it looks like things have just started coming back to normal after the whole angel incident, like, they're resuming their classes.
Bossy shouts over all of them, and he's like, "I need someone to help me with some abyssal curse or something."
So you just walk in and do that?
Yeah.
As you start yelling like that, the mage that looks like he's conducting this, he like kind of like gestures his hands, and as he does, you feel your voice go.
Okay, so he pulls out the blood tether and like stamps it on the ground, and he like wide-eyed stares at him.
I mean, as you do, there's no sound that comes out of it.
He's still giving him this wide-eyed look.
He's not even paying attention to you. He's just conducting.
Walks in the middle of everybody, straight up to this guy, and shoves the paper in his chest.
Go ahead and give me a charisma save, please. You hear this like popping in your ears, kind of like if you were at a high altitude. And all of a sudden you are standing in the middle of a snow-capped mountain peak in the middle of a blizzard. And all you hear is the sound of the wind whistling.
If I speak, does it make any sound?
Yep, sure does.
Get me the fuck back from wherever the hell I am, or I'm going to get your ass kicked out of the kingdom, and once you're out of it, I will hunt your ass down and slit your fucking throat.
You yell it out to the void.
Like he's pissed.
Batsu bite into a York peppermint patty.
Batsu bit into a York peppermint patty while chewing double mint while chewing 5 gum.
Oh dear God. I think that killed me more than actually killing Grimble.
So Basu is going to stand there cursing at nothing until he gets back.
Yeah, so you're just there just cursing at nothing, and like I said, it is just a blizzard right now. How are changelings with cold conditions?
I don't think they're too good.
Give me a constitution save.
Too good.
You are starting to shiver. And as you look around, like, there is just nothing but snow and, like, a piercing blue, almost white sky with just snow blowing.
I feel like my monk should give me something for this. Purity of the body. Nope. I can't get sick. So there's that.
That's good. You won't catch a cold from this endeavor.
So he
Not gonna fucking matter if you fucking freeze to death.
after a while he is going to just shut up, sheath his weapon, and start meditating.
All right. What is Vardrock doing as he walks away?
He's going into the Temple of Tiamat.
Okay.
Um,
And as you walk in there, Zoomer like greets you at the door, like, "What is going on?"
Did you hear what the angel said?
I overheard some of it, but why are angels attacking the city?
They were attacking Grimble because he fired first, but they came down to threaten us because they don't like anyone with infernal blood.
Pompous bastards.
Exactly. So they won't listen to reason. I know their type. But
where is Grimble?
last time I checked, he was being dragged off by Ricard. Dead.
Oh, do we need to do anything? Does Ricard have this? What?
I'm sure if Ricard needs help, he'll come get you. Anyways, what's important here?
Y'all some motherfuckers.
I had my mic muted, but there was a Joy of Bob moment.
If you mute, it doesn't count.
Do you want to hear crunch crunch? Because I'm snacking.
We're trying to hear crunch.
God damn it. Get the fuck out, John.
Ah!
I'll say it again. Y'all some motherfuckers.
So Barjok says, but on to the important things.
Two things. We have to prepare for potential. If we ever acquire any proof that among the gods that are being killed, one of which being Tiamat, like we have to start preparations for in case that happens, and what could it mean to everyone here.
Well, I know for any of the priests, such as myself, I'm sure the proof that we would get would be the absence of power.
I am, of course, going to do everything that I can to make sure that doesn't happen, but even if it does, we have to make sure that no one here loses faith in what we've accomplished here. Because regardless, we did this on our own, and we will continue to do this on our own if need be.
You know that I'm with you 100%, but I'm not sure that's a promise that I can make to you that the others will feel the same.
And
Exactly. Which is why we have to prepare for what could happen. So we'll just keep this not as common knowledge for a while. But we have to be ready. The other thing is, are you able to... Do you know of any spells or a way to test to see what I am?
He just raises an eyebrow. Paladin?
The angel referred to me as a half-devil.
He kind of like chuckles, like, I've never heard of such a thing.
Nor have I in any of my studies. But I've been lied to before. We both know that.
We have ways of determining any of the infernal bloodlines, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to distinguish demon from devil in a half bloodline.
Well, look into it when you can. It's not high priority, but I keep saying that it's not important, but it keeps bothering me now.
I will have a few of the priests do some research, discreetly, of course. I won't tell them the nature of the question, but
Of course. Just keep the highest priority on, the study of the phylactery and what we can do about the Queen of Durian. And one last thing, and I'm going to need your complete trust on this.
of course.
I'm going to need the black book with the ritual for this thing. And he points to the wand of Orcus.
Give me a persuasion roll. I say this with the utmost respect, but I will have nothing to do with that.
Cliff, does Vardrak know where it's at?
I mean, with his perception. Give me an insight roll. I mean, he's seen the room that he was talking to him in last, where it was on the table.
He's going to lean in to Zuminer and says, "You don't have to have anything to do with it, but now that the angels are in play, I want this with me, and I don't want it on anyone else. And I don't want you having another reason to be a target by them until we know more about what they want."
I feel strongly the opposite. I feel that you having that book plus that, and he just points at it. I feel that will cause much more alarm than me having the book safely secured.
We have the attention of angels and what remaining gods if they were telling the truth, which I don't see a reason why they would lie. I need your trust on this. I walked in here with the life cutter. You didn't. I would say you didn't flinch, but you did. But you still trusted me. I need you to trust me now.
Vajrak, look at all the destruction that came because of that. The destruction that thing caused is far greater than anything that we've seen from the life cutter.
Yes, and a sword is only as dangerous as its wielder. I am not Orcus.
Agreed, but you and I both know that as soon as that power begins to surge, that you might as well be shooting out a flare to let every demon, devil, and angel know where it is and that it is powered up again.
With the life cutter, I was told the exact same. And in case you weren't paying attention, demons and angels are already have their eyes locked on us firmly. If they're going to come after us, let them come at me. Because at least if something happens to me, the city can keep building.
Unless, to get to you, they come to us first.
I'm removing one other reason for them to come to you.
Yeah, but the reason of destroying everything you love is still there. That is only going to put us, Tiamat, Vakta, and yourself, which I know you don't care of, in more danger.
If I was concerned with danger, I wouldn't have marched in to fight a demon lord.
Right, that's why I'm here, to be concerned for danger for you.
Zuminer, as one of my last living friends, I'm asking you to trust my judgment on this, as you always have before.
He walks over to you and he puts his hand on your shoulder, and as he does, you just feel this kind of like shift in your vision, and you're standing in this void with a small piece of land that's about 10 feet in diameter. You're on the edge of it, and there's nothingness all around you. And in the center, there is a pedestal with the black book on it.
He'll walk over, pick up the book, and then he'll slip it into the bag of holding and tie it tight.
As you go to put it in the bag of holding, he stops you. You don't want to do that right here. And as he says that, he kind of sighs, and he puts his hand on your shoulder again, and then you're standing back in the middle of the temple. And he moves his hand off the black book. Now, you may.
All right. And then he goes ahead and puts it in, ties it tight. This is... It's going to be okay. I haven't let you down yet.
He just kind of gives you this defeated smile. And he just turns around and walks away.
I'll make a persuasion check.
To do what?
To convince him that it's going to be okay.
Yeah, he gives you a defeated smile and turns and walks away.
All right. And Vardrak walks out.
What's Vakta been doing this whole time? Besides talking on mute.
No, not on mute.
I mean, you're not now.
Okay, cool. Now I know how John feels. She probably went back after finishing her wine to knock on the person's house who got an arrow in the roof, and it was like, hey, I'm gonna go fix that. And if she had time to finish that while all this was going on, then she's probably going back to farming. I mean, she's just...
Okay. There's really not much to fix. I mean, like, it was literally just an arrow sticking in the roof.
Then she took it out?
Yeah. You like
Better to
wiggle a
have
bit.
that than, lightning rod stuck in the...
Storm comes over.
You guys thought I forgot about that arrow, didn't you?
See, I think ahead.
Yeah, you pluck the arrow out pretty easily. And then head back over to the farm that Vardrak destroyed.
Oh, yep, fixing that. I think I was over here-ish.
I think you were at this one when it happened.
Was I?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
thought I was over at that one. Okay. No, it was at this one because it was all the straight lines that Vardrak completely ruined.
Okay.
It was very specifically, all these lovely straight lines are no longer straights or lines. They've been trampled.
Again, he won.
What is Rakar doing?
Sleeping.
So in the middle of the day, he's just sleeping.
Yep, he needs to get his energy back, or actually,
I can buy that creepy fucker stays up all night and sleeps during the day.
I could too.
Yeah.
So,
And also, if he blew all his high-level spells, I would assume he's probably pretty fucking exhausted.
because only 5th level, so yeah.
Yeah, so, like I said, I could buy that, actually, yeah. I could just see him, like, laying on his side next to Grimble.
Just stroking his
just,
beard.
like, staring at Grimble while he's laying there, like...
Fucking creepy ass motherfucker.
You guys go back to Ricara's house, and it's actually like completely normal.
It's all neat and shit.
Yeah, it's all neat. There's like plants in the window, and he's like
Yeah,
watering it. And you
flowers.
walk in, he's like, I fuck dead bodies. What? What?
Okay.
All right, so he's sleeping. All right, so what's Vardrak doing as he walks out?
So the Durian Queen, she said that she's just going to send the information back to them.
Correct.
He's gonna head to the Smiths and see if he can purchase some training supplies.
Okay. Batsu,
Yeah.
give me a Constitution save.
Even worse.
You have a level of exhaustion. You are sitting there freezing to death.
Awesome.
All right. So Vardrak, as you go to the Smith, there's no one currently in the building.
Okay. Do they have like a lunch break sign in the window?
Nah. No BRBs.
All right. He's going to walk out of there and start looking for Batsu. Batsu, where the fuck are you?
Are you just walking around screaming that?
Oh, he's going to all the usual places. He's going to go to Megami's house. Check to see if he's there.
I like that we all refer to it as Megami's house because it is her house.
Give me a perception check, John.
Oh, no problem. I'm excellent at those.
As you go to Megami's house, you see that there is an arrow sticking through the front door. There is remnants of a fire on the ground in front of the door, and the door is ajar.
He's going to look for the nearest guards.
You would have seen some like walking through, like patrolling, like as you were walking to the house.
He's going to tell them to check the house, see if there's something going on, and then he is going to go and find Vakta.
So he's gonna walk away from the house to tell some guards to go check the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And yeah, so the
gate
two
me?
guards you find running, you know, they go in through the front door. Is there anyone here? The city guards. Hello? They're like looking back like, if he doesn't want to go in, why the fuck are we going in?
He doesn't look afraid.
Well, I didn't think he did. And you could see off in the fields just beyond Megami's house is Vakta planting like a peasant.
He's gonna walk over. My love, for the last time, you're a queen. You don't have to do these things.
Like it.
Okay, great, whatever. Something's going on. There's like an arrow in Megami's door, and there's burnt markings. I haven't seen Batsu recently. I'm thinking he might be in his other home, and thought maybe unless he told you where he was going, if you could check down there. Because he might want to know this if he doesn't already.
Yeah, I'll go see if I can find him.
And then Vardra's going to head back over to the house to see what the guards found.
Yeah, Vakta's gonna dust herself off and stealth off to some entrance.
Are you actually stealthing?
Sure, why not?
Okay. As you get back to the door, the 2 guards are standing outside the front door. House is empty. I don't see any sign of a struggle or any kind of damage or anything, but there's no one here.
Have you seen Batsu lately?
No. Vaguely, we remember when the angels were here, the things were going down, and I remember seeing them, but haven't seen them since.
Go put out the word to the rest of the guard to fan out, find Batsu.
Do you want us to keep this quiet?
That won't be necessary.
So as they start, they kind of like jog off, and you just hear them like, "Everybody, we are on the lookout for Batsu!" And they're like bringing awareness to it. Vakta, you slip in through the sewers, and
If it matters, that roll's actually a 25.
it does matter. Yeah, so as you slip in through there, quiet as a mouse that is wrapped in cotton in a house full of deaf people. You go down in the sewers into the Thieves Guild area, and you see all of Batsu's people. But they don't notice you.
Wonder why.
Perfect. So, Vakta's just gonna like stand there and just clap her hands and just, "Hey, where's Batsu?" Because it's fun to scare him.
Why do you make me do this shit?
Because it's funny.
What's your AC?
15?
Okay. As you do that, Dante immediately spins with this greatsword and comes down overhead at you before even realizing who it was. And you step out of the way, and you just hear the clang of metal onto the cobble before he realizes who it is. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You just snuck up on me.
Nice.
He's like,
Good job, Dante. Keeping this shit secure.
like, do you realize where we are? This isn't... You don't... Why would you...
I've
sorry.
been doing
I'm
this
sorry.
longer than
I'm
you.
sorry.
Come on, catch up. Like, she looks just completely comfortable down there and is just like laughing it off. Like, yeah, whatever. Okay, where's Batsu?
Shoto's like, Vardrak's gonna have you killed for that, right?
But he doesn't know won't hurt him. Where's Batsu?
You're dead. We haven't seen him. He was with you, I thought. When Vardrak said, everybody clear out, we came down here in case, angels destroyed the city.
Yeah, everything's fine. I just can't find Batsu. Alright, well. Do any of you have any idea of where he would be?
Typically if he's not here, he's in the blacksmith. Well, not in the blacksmith, but like the shop of the, you know what I mean.
She just kind of looks at Megami and is like trying not to laugh. She's like, You hear
That's pretty
this?
much Megami's expression too. She's just smiling and nodding. Like,
This is what I have to
he
do
never
now.
goes too far. He'll be around.
If you see him, could you send him my way? Or Yeah, send him my way.
Yeah, okay.
And she's dainty little wave and turn on her heel and leave.
You hear Chodo say, "What was that? You're gonna tell Vardrak?" He just looks up at Dante.
She's laughing as she leaves. Like, I love these people. Batsu, these people? Yeah. I keep Batsu for his people.
Dang.
Yeah, so you head back out and reconvene with Vardrak.
They don't know where he is. They said maybe the blacksmith?
I just came from there. It's empty.
Okay. Well,
I need to make preparations since we're now having to deal with lich queens and angels and some kind of god-killing force, and I can't find a blacksmith to save my life.
The one you had.
Yeah, I know where one is.
do we know what happened to Grimble?
As far as, I mean, so we can go check. Is all of Batsu's family safe?
They're all fine.
Okay.
They're all fine. I love them. They're great. They're why I keep Batsu around.
Okay.
If I could ever find Batsu.
It's just,
There's the title.
it's not, arrow to the door is not really an angel's thing. They want people to know when it's them. So, I don't know.
Same, Brittany. Same.
Well, let's go stop by the graveyard, I guess, and see if Ricard knows anything.
These men least favorite of Batsu's people. But she falls in line and follows Vardrak. So.
Batsu, give me a Constitution save.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Worse.
You have 2 levels of exhaustion. You're to the point where you're like numb. You can't feel anything, and you kind of close your eyes, like trying to meditate. And as you open your eyes, you're sitting in the middle of an empty classroom with the head mage just leaning against a desk with his arms crossed, looking at you. Now, what was so important that you, along with the angels, had to interrupt my class?
You know, you're a real piece of shit, right?
And back to the mountain.
He's just looking at you.
He's like getting his crumpled up piece of paper. He's, what he can manage as a toss towards him.
It's just like... So he like mage hands it, brings it over. You interrupted my class to show me a crudely drawn symbol that says soon. I'm assuming that there's more to this story.
Yes. Can you just find where it came from, please? Or have someone, for fuck's sake.
I don't know if we can find where it came from, but I can definitely tell that there's some evil to it. It has a very, very dark aura of a fiend, some demon or devil, and this ink appears to be blood.
So would you be able to?
Have you crossed any demons or devils lately in your many adventures?
Orcus, my man.
Maybe you've heard of him.
5 years ago.
Yes, and ever since then, I've been seeing some fucking devil popping up all over the place.
Sounds like you.
Wait. So, devil or demon?
It looks like a demonic, devilish figure. I don't know how to tell them
He kind of
apart.
walks over to you while you're talking. He like grabs you by the face, like
I'm
under your
still
chin,
tender.
and he's like, "Listen, is it a demon or a devil? This is important."
Devil. It did not look too much like Orcus, and he's a demon, so.
There you go. Well, the good news keeps coming. This has nothing to do with Orcus, if it is a devil. Bad news, if you have demons leaving love letters, probably not the best of things.
Okay.
Where did you find it?
On my door.
He kind of just stops and just shakes his head. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Give me some time. Let me see what I can figure out. Watch your back. If you have some demon after you, or some devil.
I was told that I'm some powerful mage I met said I have magic ability that I don't know about. Can you help me maybe sit in one of your classes so I can learn to control it?
Can you control your mouth long enough to sit in the class?
Well, I got the money for the class.
Okay, but if you're an obnoxious ass and disrupt the rest of the people's learning, your money means nothing.
How would you react if a fucking devil came and left a note on your door?
I don't know. What do you do for a living besides, nothing? Do you want me to come interrupt your work while you're doing it to ask you a question? I understand this is a dire situation, but we had an angel that was here. I have a class of students that needs to be prepared to be able to defend if something like this happens. Their 100 bodies outweighs your one need, and I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a fair point.
So if you want to sit in here and keep your mouth closed, then yes, you can come in. Come back tomorrow early. We'll be starting as soon as the sun peeks over the trees.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'll try to figure something out by then for you.
Okay. He just walks out like, slowly. Back to his fucking house. Megami's house.
Yeah, it's not yours. So as
Walking
you
by
walk,
the graveyard, I'm like, hey guys. He just goes in.
Wait. What?
yeah, you guys see like him walking by with like just like ice crystals on his arms, like icicles hanging from his hair. He's just like shivering as he's walking by.
What the fuck?
Fartrak, with this humongous question mark on his face, is just following. Like, what? He's gonna follow him into Megami's house.
If question marks made a sound, that's what Vaktos looks like.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best way to describe it.
Just a
You look. You look at Vardrock and you just hear the sound effect that, like, the alarm from Metal Gear Solid, that
I was thinking like the Windows era of dun 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 dun.
dum, dum, dum.
As they pass a guard, Vardrak will tell him, tell the rest of the guards to call off the search. We apparently have found him.
They walk off barking it.
And then he walks into Megami's house and so Batsu.
Like wrapped him in a fucking blanket.
Okay.
I'm guessing there's a fireplace in there, Cliff.
Yeah.
He shoots a firebolt in there to start a fire.
See, I need to learn how to do that shit. Oh, it's so helpful a few minutes ago.
How? What? Where?
Your head mage is a fucking dick.
Vakta just nods. It's like, I like him.
You pissed him off. What'd you say?
I threatened his life.
Oh.
You know,
Vakta.
hindsight wasn't really a good idea.
Sorry, Bob.
Please don't tell me you interrupted one of his classes. You know how much he hates that.
I don't fucking know the guy.
I'm not a mage and I know that. Come on.
Everyone in town knows that. Well,
Good news, I got a devil after me.
you have a devil.
That's good news?
So that would resonate with Vardrak a little bit differently than it does for Batsu.
He gets like real close and you says, "What did he tell you?"
Just that there's a devil after me, and he left a note with him. He's like digging in his pocket, he's like, "Oh yeah, that arrow on Megami's door. There is a note on fire, written in blood. The devil left it, I guess. I don't know how the fuck you managed that. Your guards suck at looking at shit."
Vardrak snatches the paper, reads it.
No, there's no paper. He left it with the mage.
Oh, he left it with the mage. Says, "Okay, so why would a devil be after you?"
It looks like one of the fucking magic cards things.
You've seen this thing.
I've seen it on the card. And I've seen vaguely out of my peripheral, but I haven't seen it.
Well, show me the card. Show me what he looks like.
Oh, no. That card.
So when the card, after it's used, it like disintegrates.
that thing is gone, and I am not pulling out another one.
Okay, so there was a devil on the card. Didn't look like anyone that you've seen before, present company included.
No. You got it pissed off if you were fucking around with me the whole time.
And you believe this devil left an arrow and a message that said soon, and it's coming after you or the owner of this property. That's two different things.
So Megami hasn't seen anything, and I doubt anyone in the kingdom has said anything about it from as much as I know. So yeah, it's just me.
Well, Vakta said your family was fine, right?
Yeah. They were all fine, laughing. I almost got hit with the great sword. It was a fun time.
Vardrak's head snaps around. Who?
She just like flaps her hand at him like, forget about it.
We'll talk about this later.
You hear a voice off in the distance. Ooh!
I scared him. It was great. Continue. Like she just looks like she had a great time. Like she's just like, yeah, whatever.
What is happening in this kingdom anymore? Okay, so this is twice we're hearing about devils in a very short amount of time. Okay. So, can you describe this devil? What does it look like?
So, Cliff,
Yeah.
can I?
Um,
Do I need some kind of...
give
check?
me. So you can, but give me an insight check, so you could determine how well you can. So what you can recall, based on, like, you've seen it a few times, but you never really get a good glimpse of it. It's like the traditional devil, like that you see like in cartoons and whatnot, like red skin, has like a pointy beard, black hair, but like you could confuse it for like a red skin tiefling, really, if you didn't know any better.
So like Vardra.
I didn't say that. But when you describe it back with a 10 insight, it definitely sounds like you're describing Vardrak.
So you think that I'm after you?
I did not say that. There has been times when I seen you and I seen the devil like over there. But you've split yourself before, so don't fuck with me, man. We had a talk. I said I was done. You gotta come and shoot up my house. Get all gangster on me.
Batsu, you've known me long enough to know if I was angry at you, you'd know it. Believe me, Grimble knows it.
Do it.
Yes. Speaking of Grimble, is he up yet, or is he still?
We were on our way to ask Rakar, and we saw you and followed you.
Okay. Was Rakar sleeping? If he's sleeping, we should probably let him sleep. Otherwise, Grimble's gonna be dead for a while.
We don't know. We were almost to the graveyard.
Okay. Yeah, let's leave those two alone together.
So you're certain that you're the target of whatever this thing is coming after you? That is not me.
Okay. Yes.
So now, as we try to fix these other problems, okay, sure, we'll add it to the pile. All right. One doesn't live as long as you have in the profession that you have without knowing how to properly take precautions, and I'm sure you've had hits put on you before by people that you've pissed off.
Yeah, you've helped me deal with one.
So I'm going to assume that if you needed further assistance with protecting yourself, you will let us know.
I thought we were protected in the kingdom, but there's an arrow in my door.
Yeah. And if we don't know how powerful this devil is, they can probably slip right past us. Could be in this very room for all we know. Except for me. Just let us know if you see this thing or anything changes or arrows or messages or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to the School of Magic tomorrow morning and be there most of the day. Hopefully they can tell me something then.
Alright. And he's gonna get up and start walking out, and he stops and turns around and says, I'm gonna need some improvements made to my armor when you can, because we're going to be dealing with some bigger threats now. I need to be ready. Can you do it?
As long as you got the material.
I'm going to go check our inventory and see. And one more thing. What language was the message written in?
Vakar and head mage said it was abyssal.
He turns around and whoever speaks Infernal, you're just hearing a series of expletives as he walks out.
None of those words were good words.
Yeah, I don't think he liked that.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Yes.
No. Vakta.
No,
No, he said
spoke-
infernal.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Infernal. I'm sorry. I think you said Abyssal.
Vakta, you said everyone was in the guild?
Yeah.
Alright.
Everyone was there and everyone's fine.
Well, I'm gonna go over there right now. He's walking out with his blanket wrapped around him.
Where's Varchok marching off to?
Heading to the treasury to make a deposit and see what the inventory of materials is looking like to see if he can possibly upgrade his armor.
Okay. How much money are you depositing?
Seems we have an abundance.
Oh, I should go deposit mine too.
Must be fucking nice.
How much money
Oh,
you got,
you-
Jake?
I don't know how much does my new character start with. Rip Grimble. We knew thee well.
So what are you doing, John?
Yeah, he's going to deposit. Well, I guess when he finds the blacksmith, he can just pull out of there. Yeah, he's just gonna put all but like 100 gold in there.
You can make me do all this math, really?
Yup.
Dick. Like I ain't got better shit to do than count gold. So you have 2,320 platinum. And you have, goddamn, 14,253 gold. So you want to keep how much gold on you?
Just 100.
Okay. Boop. Boop. All right. And 1, 6, 1, 3. So the kingdom now has 198,693 gold.
Plus whatever Vakta is depositing, I guess.
I muted myself. I gotta go deposit mine. So, do you want those numbers, Cliff?
Yeah. Well, just tell me how much you're keeping.
I'm just gonna keep 2,500 gold,
Oh, is that all?
just in case.
Do you want to keep it in gold or in platinum?
Gold.
Okay. So, are you gonna keep the copper?
No, I don't need copper. I'm a queen.
As in money.
Eh.
All right. And you want to keep 2,500? You said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you are depositing another 16,351 gold.
Yeah.
Bringing the total kingdom amount up to 215,044 gold.
What does it take to start building strongholds?
The first thing it requires is one of the appropriate NPCs to run it.
Okay.
So before any building is built, I guess you could. No, you need that.
Okay.
Because otherwise it'd be just a vacant building sitting there, and that doesn't look good. Population doesn't like vacant buildings.
True. And he's gonna, after they finish, he's leans over to Vakhtang and says, I'd feel better if we found someone strong and capable that might be able to fill Grimble's space in case Rakar is unsuccessful.
I find that offensive.
He has faith in Rakar.
No, I don't. Really, I don't. Why?
Stop it.
I'm literally building another character right now, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to find someone else.
All right. We'll stop by the job board and we will put a note up there. See if anyone responds before we have to head off for this phylactery.
Yeah, okay. Do we have a job board? I'm assuming we would, but...
Yeah, I would just assume it would be like by the northwestern part, by like where Zoomer's house is. That's kind of like where the admin area was. And I doubt you guys would have that posted outside of like the castle.
No.
So either by the temple or by the admin area.
So, my love, what should we say that we're looking for?
About 8 foot tall, bronze, platinum blonde hair, really buff.
That Bardrak's going to heaven and killing every angel.
Well... I don't know. How do you kindly phrase someone dumb enough to risk their lives following us around? Because, let's face it, a lot of our friends have died. Anyone else joining us could also die.
This seems like something that Vardrak would hold a contest for.
I have an idea. Let's hold a contest.
we have to get applicants first, people who are willing. 'Cause if only one person comes, they can't compete against themselves.
True.
I mean, if
So-
only one person shows up, that means they won.
How
Trial
should
by
we
fire, motherfucker.
phrase the prize as being someone to travel with us? And we probably shouldn't use the words dumb enough.
Endless treasure, massive quantities of gold.
What if we phrased it as...
Oh, Cliff, endless opportunities for gold.
Yes. Yes. Unlimited earning potential.
Yeah, there we go.
It really is traveling with us some sort of position of power in the kingdom. I mean, even though Grumble's a drunk and Batsu, I mean, they still have traveled with us and fought with us, and people still know them. So really, it's just kind of like, hey, fame.
Yeah. Batsu's doing well for himself now. Of course, I am surprised that he stuck around after the whole Balor thing in the volcano.
Yeah. But he's been with us a while now, and like I said, I like his people.
Okay, so we promised them a position of power within the kingdom, and they get to travel and see the world with a lot of earning potential for money.
Unlimited earning potential.
That. Yeah, I think that's a nice flair to it. Oh, I feel like Kira is better than with words than either of us. We should run that by her and have her take care of it.
I feel like she's been sitting next to us the whole time and hasn't said anything. Has been writing all this down.
Writing all
so-
this down and then Vakta prays and she's just like, ah, friends.
Yeah, like in the 5 years, like she has like not only resumed like the more admin phase of it, but she's like one of the most integral members of like your guys' admin panel, the community board, whatever you want to call it. Like she oversees like all the ins and outs of the city at this point.
She hasn't made it up to like advisor by now. It's been 5 years.
I don't think that Vardrak really does promotions like per title. He just kind of like, you are you. Just do that thing that I said.
Exactly. Like that brief time when she was like telling Vardrug what to do was just more out of desperation than counsel.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh, the days of the end of the world.
Oh, I like the suggestions from Allie in the chat. Just see the world, serve your king and queen unquestioningly, endless treasure. Only slightly likely to be murdered by the king. Free booze from the queen.
You won't know where she gets it from though.
Bottle? Where's that been? I carried it.
Only slightly.
In my
Yeah,
pouch.
so we'll go and visit Kirla and have her write this all up in multiple languages.
We're just in the middle of field, and Vakta pulls out a bottle. You're like, okay, seriously, what the fuck?
You don't understand. I've traveled all over the world, hidden random bottles that I've buried in the ground. Look, dig some grass, pulls one up right here.
Not even that. You just like kick your foot, just absentmindedly. Like, oh, hey, look, another one.
She just reaches her hand out like, oh, there it is.
Behind your ear.
Like that's a fifth. Fuck you. There's no way.
She's really good at sleight of hand tricks, considering that she has no mage abilities.
So yeah, you give Kirla all the info, and she starts putting together like an official summons, if you will.
Want my freaking armor worked on. I'm gonna find Batsu. Been like 5 minutes.
Batsu.
I'll be right back.
Jake, don't go. It's so important that you're here.
Just walk around, Batsu.
The guards again, sir.
No, I'm sure he's around here somewhere. Batsu.
Code yellow, he's on the loose again.
Someone put a bell on this guy.
Since how Vardrak doesn't go in the sewers, he's not gonna find Batsu.
He's just gonna go back to the smith and wait for the smith to return.
Okay. You wait for a couple hours and no one shows up.
God.
Is there
it
ever
a
a time where
weekend?
this has happened?
It feels like a weekend.
Give me an insight check. See if you can remember any time this has ever happened.
So I feel like Vardrak is here often. He just never works on anything.
He just likes to sit around and tell them that they're doing it wrong.
He likes to sit there and smell the fire. That's nice. The only time you can recall things like this happening are during like celebrations or like festivals.
Today is neither. All right. He's going to go. Well, first he's gonna look around and see if there seems to be any sort of signs of struggle or anything.
Just for funsies, give me an investigation check. No, you see no signs of struggle.
Is Vakta still following Vardrak?
Yeah, she's bored. I figured that sometimes she just likes to take walks with him and see what he's up to, because she's just spends all of her time helping out the kingdom otherwise. Just, I'm gonna go plant some things, I'm gonna pull these weeds. I noticed your shutter was falling off, so I got the screwdriver and I'm fixing it. Just like, in my mind, people are getting annoyed with Fakta. Stop, go sit down. And she's like, no, I'm gonna do this thing, stay distracted all the time.
Fuck the queens, but hi.
Do you need anything swept, dusted?
We're good, thank you. You cleaned our house yesterday.
So yeah, as Vardrak's getting impatient, he's pacing a little bit. If you found out that I was something that you didn't expect, would you love me any less?
Of course not. That doesn't change you from who you are.
Roll deception. No, I'm joking.
For many, including the ever so almighty righteous, that does change things.
When has that ever stopped us before?
Doesn't stop me, but it's starting to. The more I try not to think about it, the more I'm thinking about that I don't know the truth of where I come from. I just remember the temple walls for as far back as I can remember. Till the Paladin raid. And it was out in the middle of nowhere training endlessly. I don't know.
I don't see much point in worrying about things that you can't change. Because your actions and who you are define you, not what you are.
I know you're right. And I don't know why it's bugging me so much. It's just. I feel like a door has been opened and just endless questions that don't have answers are just flooding through now.
I mean, I get it. I really do. I just... I don't think it'll change how our people feel about you. And I know it won't change how I feel about you. And other than that, I'm not sure what else to say. If things are not what we've expected, then we roll with it like we always have.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, it's not like you got possessed and murdered people. I mean, it's just nothing has changed about you.
We don't need to speak about that time. I've told you time and time again that was not you.
But it was though.
If Selfie were here, do you think she'd still blame you?
Yes.
The real you.
I think she would.
Look,
I think she would.
you knew her for a long time before that happened.
Mm-hmm.
You were clearly her second favorite person, second to me, of course. I doubt she would hold that against you. He looks dead serious.
You, John.
Him just being so sincere, like, second only to me, of course.
Clearly.
Fox is just like,
Pretty sure neither of us were actually her favorite people, and if one of us was, it was certainly me, and she would still hold it against me.
You're such a kidder. That's why I love you. Anyways. Enough of this. Let's go find Batsu. And let's go find out what happened to the Smiths. Where the hell are they? He marches out. He says, has anyone seen the Smiths?
you just shouting this randomly?
Yep.
Maybe you shouldn't have killed your Smith.
You just, one of the people walking by is like, he's in the tavern getting pissed.
Getting pissed or pissy drunk?
Oh my god.
He like shrugs at you like, what's the difference?
Die now.
All right, heading to the tavern then. Thank you. Throws that guy a gold coin. Don't worry.
You know I'm gonna fucking remove that gold coin.
I know.
Yeah,
It's fine,
99,
it was-
motherfucker.
It was Grimbles.
Fucking dick.
Yeah, so as you walk in, you see that there is a pretty decent amount of the town in there just getting shit-faced drunk.
Anyways, what's the occasion?
Fucking end of times.
Okay, we've been at end of times before.
We got drunk then.
You all think because some little sparkly, shiny little fuckers came from the sky that means the end of times?
Seems like a good excuse to get drunk.
Not wrong.
I can't argue with that.
Do you really need an excuse to get drunk?
No!
On that note, give the big fellow the biggest glass of the strongest mead. And he just slides coin across.
Vardrak is going to grab
Sam,
a
I think you're
mug.
breathing into the mic really weird and sensually.
My mic has been muted.
Oh, it was Jake? Okay. Hey, we're gonna have to have people start subscribing for that kind of stuff. We don't give that away free, Jake.
Retag the channel.
Maybe you don't.
I don't.
Eh.
So yeah, so he slides you big old glass of mead.
He grabs it and stands up on the bar. He says, "Oh, I don't think that I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. Am I seeing a room full of Drakarians losing hope?"
You hear someone in the back shout out, "No, you see a room full of Jakarians getting drunk," and everybody cheers.
Your king and queen have faced so many creatures coming from different planes of existence, claiming they were going to kill us and destroy this land and destroy all the people, time and time again. And there's one thing that remained consistent, is that we're still here. You're still here. And nothing's going to change that until I determine so. And no little sparkly assholes coming from the sky is going to tell us how to live our lives in this kingdom. Do you hear me?
Performance.
And he raises the glass. Okay. Proctor's gonna help with this? No? Just gonna
Yeah, I can. Sure.
Performance with advantage.
Yeah. Please. Ooh.
Ooh!
Give me another 20.
This guy can play to the crowd like no other.
Yeah, if only he had that good a perception.
Yeah, he don't need that.
Yeah, so are you with
Have
me?
a
And they're all
vodka.
like, yeah! And they're fucking throwing their arms in the air and spilling drinks all over each other. And
Like, how much would it be to buy like another round of drinks for everybody in the room?
like 15 gold.
He slaps it on the counter. Another round of drinks for all of you.
And again, yeah! Batsu's money being put to use.
Not Batsu's.
Yeah, shit better not be mine.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
I mean,
Gribble's
it
money.
might
Here from the sewers. No!
He's just down in the sewers like, I'm missing 15 gold. Megami's like, what?
And then he's gonna look around for the smith.
Yeah, the Smith's there. He's drinking too. I won't make you roll a perception check.
Good. So he's gonna go one by one. You the smith? No. You the smith? No. He says, "You, sir, I have important business to deal with you as soon as you are capable." He kind of like tries to gauge how tipsy he is.
He's just kind of like, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
Great. See you first thing in the morning.
Hey! As you're walking out, they're all like, King Vardrak!
Careful, don't inflate his ego too much.
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
Bardrock.
No, I'm telling John
Someone say
I'm
that-
telling Cliff not to inflate John's ego too much with the fucking sound effects.
It's
In-game
John.
aside.
Vardrak turns around, he like raises a fist, and then he like sweeps his cloak around and walks out dramatically.
And then his head gets stuck on the door frame. Gonna have to just. Okay.
Telling them to widen these doors. What the hell?
You've already widened them twice, sire.
I can just imagine like Vardrak going up to the smith and just doing that arm lock thing like they do in Predator. It's just a close up of their biceps.
So are you guys headed off to like bed at this point?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So everybody,
Austin
has
Dad.
something else.
everybody's headed off to bed around the same time that Rakar is waking up.
All right. Here we go.
Woo!
Oh, no.
So
On that bitch time.
now, this is going to be up to Jake. Ricard cast Raise Dead on Grimble's limp body.
Flies
And
busting around.
over an hour, there are lights coming out of the the Tomb of Heroes, is chanting in his draconic language, and for like an hour this goes by. And now the creature's soul has to be willing to come back to this body. So Jake, Ricard just sat over your body for an hour.
Don't describe it like this. You're gonna make it worse.
Hello.
Makes him shoot himself.
He takes the res just to go pull out his other gun and kill himself again. See, like, I feel like after all this time, after all the shit that Grimble has done, and how many times that Vardrak has yelled at him and got on his case, and all that other shit, like, what... Does Grimble know who's trying to resurrect him, or is it just that he is being resurrected?
The way it's worded, it would be like you just, like, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Are you choosing to go towards it, or are you choosing to go back towards your body?
Well, I've read this in other discussions. You have been dead for a day.
A while.
You have been in the afterlife for a day. Do you want to come back to your body?
I
Or
feel
would
like he
Grimble-
wouldn't.
Yeah, would
Honestly,
Grimble
if he's
choose to
if
stay
he's in
the
whatever afterlife, and that provides him all of the booze and crazy fancy things that he wants, like, why the fuck would Grimble come back to getting yelled at by Vardrak every day?
It might not be- There
Okay,
are
that's
different
fair.
afterlives. It
Yeah,
might
yeah.
not be a good one.
There's no saying that Grimble is...
I mean, yeah.
I really don't think he would have been either.
I
But...
mean, let's just put it this way. Grimble was killed by a Celestial.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, so he really wasn't Saint Grimble?
I still don't think that he would have the willpower to come back. I feel like this is kind of like his ultimate defeat. Like, he got cocky and tried to show off again. And
Yeah, he did.
it wasn't even a fair match. It was just, they're like, "Oh, you annoyed me. I'm gonna flick these 3 fireballs at you and you're dead." Like,
Bring you back and kill you again.
yeah, right. Even though he's got a fairly high constitution, I think, like, he might just call it good there. He's, for as stubborn as he is, the fact that something could kill him with just, like, essentially a flick of the wrist. Because, like, even thinking back to Orcus, like, yeah, he got stared down, but, like, that was scary, but it wasn't like, you're dead, like this was. I feel like he wouldn't come back.
So, is it gonna be a no?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. After a little bit of time after that hour of casting this, Ricard just takes off his helmet, lays it down, and damn. Sorry, and starts putting your clothes back on. Didn't think it was gonna end this way, but it is fitting that your final hours are here in the Tomb of Heroes. And he lays you into center, crosses your arms, and drapes a cloak over you. And Typhoon is in your arms as you lay there. And
Vardrak didn't take it. I'm surprised.
I thought Batu took
Mm.
it.
he Grimble threw it in the bubble and no one grabbed it. So
Fair.
with you, and he leaves you there, closes the door behind you, and peeks in to the Temple of Tiamat through the window on the side next to the church. Is Zoomer or anyone in there? Or are they in bed already?
It's getting late, so you might be able to catch like a few of the priests like that are still there. Like anybody that may be on like night shifts or doing like any kind of late prayer.
He taps on the glass for one of them to come over. And Ricard's creepy ass face is just sitting there waiting for them.
Like, God damn it. He's tapping on the window again.
I'd take Grimble over that. Just
And
ting ting.
he like shouts out, Grimble has chosen the afterlife over coming back. We are going to need to hold a proper funeral for him. And I will go inform the king. And he is off to the castle.
And you get there like as like him jogging over there, he gets there around the same time that Vakta and Vardrak are making their way up the winding path towards the castle.
And as he gets there, he takes off his helmet again. And Vardrak, Vakta, Grimble had the opportunity to return to life, and he did not accept it. We are going to have a proper funeral for him.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Hey, if you see Batsu, let him know to meet me at the Smiths in the morning. He turns and walks in.
Fuck you, John.
Vodka looks genuinely sad.
Yeah, even Ricard's like, okay.
Fucking dickbag.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to play to this new floor, guys.
I'm guessing I will be in contact with you, Vakta, about how this goes.
Please.
I'm sorry, and I tried. And he
I
puts
appreciate
back
you
on.
trying. Thank you.
He puts back on his helmet, gives like a bow, and goes to the tavern.
As Ricard walks out of the castle, he looks down at the dirt, and just like scratched into the dirt is just, "What's your name?"
So,
Son of a bitch.
So, is Ricard planning on doing any necromantic shit?
No, Ricard's getting a room at the tavern and sleeping there for the night.
Okay.
Or
Oh.
yeah, not wasted a bit of energy trying to raise Grimble.
Okay.
Just trying to. I mean, you could have Grimble as one of your non-player characters at that point. One of your
That would be
assistants.
hilarious.
Zombie Grimble.
Oh, that's why I thought this was heading.
Yeah, me too.
Zomble?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ricard. It's the only thing he knows how to say. Alright, so you head off. And you guys all rest.
Yeah, forever.
Can Batsu do a Smith check for repairing the Morning Star?
So you can, but you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
So you will not get the benefits of a long rest, which means that you will get a 3rd level of exhaustion.
Shit. Yeah, if he's that tired, then
Yeah.
no. Before he goes to bed, he is stopping Rakar and asking him for a little something.
Whoa,
Little
buddy.
something.
Little thumb.
Pick me up.
Hey, you got any more of that? You know.
Don't
You
make
got
me
any
say
more
it.
than pickups?
Batsu, I told you, not in public.
So,
Give me that bone dust.
greater restoration, does that have anything to do to counter an exhaustion? It says any reduction to one of the target's ability scores.
I don't
So-
think that it does for exhaustion, but I could be wrong. Let me double check here. It says an effect that removes exhaustion reduces its level as specified in the effect description, with all exhaustion effects ending if a creature's exhaustion level is reduced below 1. So it only drops it by 1. Finishing a long rest drops it by 1. But
Okay,
it
yeah,
says
greater
it would-
restoration right here. You can reduce the target's exhaustion by 1. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so you could reduce it by 1, so you'd only have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, so he's gonna get that from Rakar, then go straight to bed.
Okay. Want to know how that conversation played out? You go to look at him, man, I'm just really exhausted. I just, you got any, we talked about, like, you could do something, like, if this happened, and, like, it happened. Get away from me, you weirdo. So you guys all head to sleep then. Batsu, you're awoken in the middle of the night by a hand over your mouth.
God damn it.
And as you open your eyes, you see Vardrak standing over you.
Of course.
It's like, I knew it.
Does he look like he is aggressive or
Does
trying
he
to
look
stop
like
me
a
from
bitch?
yelling?
No. He looks like he's just trying to stop you from yelling. Like, as soon as he sees you, like, look at him, he, like, kind of...
He's like, just pushes his hand off. Then
He's like... That devil that you were talking about. I know where he is.
what are you talking about?
I talked to Zuminer after everybody went to bed, and he told me about things like this happening. And he showed me this book. And I know where we can find this devil. It's not far.
Okay. Let me grab my equipment then.
And he's just standing there, looking all Vardraki.
So yeah, he just grabs his weapon, throws on his robes, and that's really all he has.
And Vardrak just starts walking out, and he walks out through, cutting through the city, out the eastern exit, and he starts heading towards the woods.
Novakta?
No, I figured this is something that you and I could do. Although knowing her, she's probably sneaking around here somewhere.
Okay. And he pulls out his dagger and just has it at the ready.
He looks at you, nods, like, good idea. Pulls out his warhammer.
Loosens his grip. He's like, yeah, this is him.
Yep, checks out.
So he just starts walking through the woods, and you guys walk for about 20 minutes or so through the woods, and through this clearing that you've never noticed before, there is a house that appears to have a single candle burning on the inside of it. It's like, this is a place. Zoomer said this is exactly what it would look like.
That's strange, but okay. Random devil hiding out in some cabin. Okay.
So Vardrock just walks over and he's like, we gotta be quiet. Kicks in the door.
Yeah, that's Vardrock, alright.
Very Vardrock.
And as you guys walk in this house, there is a chair facing a window that's facing away from you guys with someone sitting in this chair, and there is a single candle that is burning off to the right.
I have my dagger out at the ready and go in to see who in the hell is in this chair.
How are you doing this? Are you like walking in front, like you trying to be stealthy?
Stealthy walking around to the front.
And like as you're like going around the side, Vardrock just kind of looks at you and gives you a nod. Like, yeah. Give me a stealth check. Give me another. As you creep around, in the chair, you see Magame sitting there, and you just hear Vardrock yell and come charging with his hammer.
Oh shit.
So, first off, if there's a way I can combine his 50 feet of movement, the speed that it would take into like just 10, and completely tackle Vardrock, that's what he's doing.
You can try. Give me a athletics check. John, give me an athletics check.
Oh, all right. Oh, he rolled high. Did he roll high?
Somewhat.
Shit.
Ew.
He rolled the same as you. So like as you go to like tackle him, like he just kind of like pushes you to the side.
And he yells out, "You touch her, I will fucking hunt you down and destroy everyone you love."
You say that as you hear the echo of a hammer smashing into a skull.
Oh god.
He pulls out his what's that shit called? Bloodbane. And he goes to swing at the back of his neck.
At your house, where do you normally keep your weapons?
Probably in my closet.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. John, what's your AC?
Oh,
God.
wrong one, but it doesn't matter really.
Did you give me my magic item that I bought? Because that'll make a difference here.
You didn't buy one for yourself.
Yeah, I did. That's why I have 0 points right now. I actually should have one.
I thought that
but-
was for Rakar.
No.
Ravage.
A Ravage, yeah, Ravage. That dude.
So that should be 19 because I attacked with the wrong thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
That would be a miss if he hit with a 19.
I know, that was all a red herring. So you wake up to your sword sticking in Megame.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Which does 9 points of damage.
What did you do?
And she is just looking at you with this look of horror.
So, I'm completely aware of what's going on now, right?
Oh, yeah. You seem like you're pretty aware. You're standing in your bedroom wearing whatever it is you wear to sleep. With
Alright, awesome.
Bloodbane in your hand. And the other end of Bloodbane in your wife.
So, first off, he's taking it out. He's tossing it to the side, and he is freaking the fuck out. He scoops her up. He runs down. He's like, "I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on." And he is running to the Temple of Tiamat.
Like, are you, like, carrying her, or are you just, like, running to get help?
Yeah. No, he is carrying her.
Yeah, so you scoop her up, and you just head, you're running across the street, basically.
How does she react to this?
Like, she's in disbelief. She's, like, holding her side where it's bleeding. And she's just crying and, like, talk to me. Tell me what happened. What's going on?
I had a dream. The demon I've been seeing, I don't know. I tried attacking the demon, I think, and I woke up and it was you. And he's like banging his shoulder against the temple trying to open it.
And you get Ricardo's attention doing this. Oh, no, he's in the temple, or in the tavern, you said. One of the priests opens the door.
Please, can you heal her? Give me someone that could fucking heal her.
Yeah, what happened? What happened?
I had a dream where some demon was fucking with me, and when I tried to take a swing at it, I woke up and it was her.
He just kind of gives you a weird look as he's, like, saying something under his breath, and he's healing her.
Yeah, I know I'm fucking stupid.
And he pulls his hand away, and you can see that the wound's closed up. She's like, it's fine. Just slow down. Tell me everything.
The demon that I've been seeing, Vardrak came to me, said we can go find it. We went. There was someone sitting in a chair. It turned out to be you, and he tried swinging at you. I tried stopping him, but when I heard him make contact with you with his hammer, I lost it. I swung at him, and then I woke up, and it was you.
Do you think that Vardrak has anything to do with this?
I'm gonna fucking find out tomorrow.
Come on, let's go to bed. It'll be fine tomorrow. Let's go to bed.
Go lay in the house. Have Whisper lay in the bed with you, and I'm sleeping in the Guildmaster Hall in the sewer. I take my weapons, leave them in the house. I'm staying down there.
I would feel better if you were in the house with us.
Then take my weapons and hide them.
She just puts her hand on your face and gives you that smile. It'll be fine.
Okay.
She
Let's
like
go.
takes your hand and she like smiles and nods at the priest, and she walks you back to the house. And yeah, so you guys can go back to sleep. Vardrak, you are awoken by the sound of loud banging on the castle doors.
I'm gonna whip somebody's ass.
This doesn't wake Vakta up, right?
Ah, that's up to you.
Does it look like she's waking up, Melissa?
High or low?
Oh,
Hi. Nope, she ain't waking
Yeah.
up. She's fucking out.
He's going to cover her up and slip out of bed. And he's
Snores a little, very unladylike. Just
he's like,
adorable.
she's like, she's so perfect. Then he starts walking out. And I would imagine that Ravage meets him in the hallway and they both start heading towards the door.
As you open the door, you see this elf standing here with its shirt caked in blood, its head barely hanging on by a thread, and it collapses forward into the chambers.
Going to immediately kneel down and try to administer a cure wounds.
You are, or you're having Ravage do it?
Ravage can't cure wounds.
Okay.
I mean, if he did, we'd add to the graveyard. Right.
So this elf is laying face down in this puddle of blood that is growing on the floor of the castle. And as you touch it, you feel no life rush back into its body.
All right. And he's going to turn him over and medicine check, see what he can figure out from what's going on with his injuries and whatnot.
Based on all that you can tell, this body has been dead for a while. You notice that it has a symbol carved in its forehead, and through what you can see from like the collar of his shirt, you can see there are symbols underneath his shirt as well.
Okay, he tears open the shirt, and does the symbols look like any language that he knows?
It does. It appears to be a map somewhere.
Mm. Gotcha. I'm assuming there's some place in the palace where they can throw something and keep it locked for safekeeping.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's rooms in there you can do that.
Yeah, he's going to tell Ravish to take that and put it in there.
As you turn to say that to him, he like looks at you with this weird look. What
Something
is on your forehead?
He's going to reach up the field and see if there's anything there.
You can feel kind of like an emboss.
Does it feel like it's a similar shape to what was on the elf's head?
Sure does.
And as he looks underneath his robes, like, is it all on his chest too?
It is not. But as you look back at the elf, you notice that the symbol is no longer on his forehead.
And the rest of the markings, they still there?
Rest of the markings are still there.
And when he touches his forehead, does anything happen?
Mm-mm.
Detect evil.
You don't sense evil. You just sense magic.
Just okay. Second thought. This might be the message we were waiting on, but I want to be sure of it. I do want to get this disgusting corpse out of my palace. He's like, take that to Ricard, have him dispose of it.
And like as he scoops it up, the body just crumbles.
Ugh, disgusting. Okay, never mind that.
And as you say that, you feel this burning in your forehead. And Ravage says, the symbol is changing. And that's where we'll end it for the night. So yeah. So thanks everybody for popping in. Everybody give condolences to Grimble.
Rip.
All right.
He died the way he lived. Short.
Drunk?
That's wrong. Brittany with the fucking burn. Thanks to Allie for the resubscription. I appreciate that. Thanks to everybody who popped in and watched and hung out and interacted. What was our Bob count up today? We had six gifts of laughter. You roll fate on Grimble now? Just feels like insult to injury. And you give him -3 to all defensive rolls against cold. But he's dead, so like everything is cold. So, what I'll leave us with here tonight is Grimble. You find yourself sailing on a boat across the astral sea.
You're on mute, by the way, Jake.
Fucker.
You find yourself sailing on a boat across the astral sea with a cloaked figure at the front of it paddling you through. And you come across this floating castle that's in the middle of this endless sea. And the figure ushers you off the boat. This is the city of judgment. This is where your fate will be determined. And as you're walking up the stairs to this city, you see the boat pull away and fade off into the distance. As we close curtain on Grimble's story.
But really, what was his name?
Jake needs closure.
No, I don't think I will.
Such a dick.
Just think that at one point in the future of this campaign, we may come across another character that is a great weaponsmith, gunsmith. But right now, we are going to raid Ascension Stories, who's a great D&D channel. Thank you guys again for popping in. Have a wonderful night. See you next week.